Welcome to Networks Professionals.
Welcome back to The Explainer. We're jumping right into a huge transformational shift happening in tech, literally as we speak, the 2026 AI startup boom. We're going to unpack exactly what the artificial intelligence ecosystem looks like right now, cutting through the noise with the latest data and market analysis. So whether you're an investor trying to figure out where to place your bets, or maybe you're looking to pivot into a high-paying tech career, we're going to map out the massive opportunities defining the 2026 AI landscape. Let's get into it. Hundreds of billions. Honestly, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around a number that massive, right? But here's the thing. This isn't just a fleeting trend anymore. We are looking at a fundamental rewiring of the global economy. I was actually stunned looking at the state of the market in 2026. We're seeing hundreds of billions in global funding pouring straight into foundation models and autonomous AI agents. And what's actually driving all this cash? It's massive enterprise adoption. Major corporations across every top industry aren't just playing around with AI experiments anymore. They're aggressively integrating it into their core operations just to survive and thrive. This capital flowing into the space, that's the engine powering this whole new gold rush. Section 1. The rise of agentic AI. So, agentic AI. This is defined as systems capable of executing multi-step workflows without human intervention. Think about the shift like this. Previous AI was basically a really advanced calculator, right? You ask it one question, it spits out one answer. But agentic AI, it's way more like hiring an incredibly capable intern. You just give it a high-level goal, and the system autonomously breaks that goal down into actionable steps. It uses external tools, verifies its own work, and completes complex tasks completely on its own. It's wild to realize that this specific capability, executing autonomous, multi-step workflows, is what truly defines the tech landscape of 2026. It unlocks massive economic value because businesses are essentially deploying digital workers. Because of this, the market focus has matured tremendously. We're moving aggressively past basic chatbots and pivoting straight toward highly specialized, vertical-specific applications. The days of generic chat interfaces that just, help you draft a basic marketing email, those are largely behind us. Now, the big capital is chasing precision. The market wants AI that deeply understands the very specific nuances of a given industry and can actually perform the heavy lifting workflows within that exact domain. Section 2. Giants and emerging players. It's really fascinating to look at the massive foundational giants that are anchoring this entire 2026 market. First up, you've got OpenAI, who are continuing to lead the space by building state-of-the-art foundation models. Then there's Anthropic. They've carved out this incredible moat in enterprise-focused AI, really prioritizing safety and reliability for big business. And rounding out this top tier is xAI, who are also heavily funded and pushing the absolute limits of what foundation models can actually do. The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that these giants are providing the underlying infrastructure. They are the massive, super expensive brains that the rest of the ecosystem completely relies on to function. Now, if those giants are pouring the concrete foundation, the newer startups are building the house. These are the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush, and they are emerging as highly lucrative, venture-backed opportunities. The innovation we're seeing here is just off the charts. We're talking about code generation assistants that literally multiply a software developer's output. Medical sector agents handling patient triage and securely managing complex records. Legal sector agents that can analyze thousands of case files in seconds, which, let's be honest, hopefully means humans never have to read another massive terms and conditions document ever again. And we've also got synthetic data platforms. These are absolutely crucial for training the next generation of models when real-world data literally runs out. Investors are aggressively backing these highly specific vertical problem solvers. Section 3. The AI investment landscape. There's a pretty stark contrast right now between AI startups and your traditional software as a service or SaaS companies. AI startups are commanding significantly higher valuations and hitting radically faster customer acquisition numbers than traditional software ever did. And when you stop and think about it, the reason makes total sense. Traditional software requires a human to learn it, integrate it, and manually use it to do their job. AI agents, on the other hand, actually do the job for you. It's an immediate, incredibly powerful value proposition. This fundamental difference in sheer utility is exactly why we're seeing such unprecedented adoption rates and why venture capital is placing these massive, high-valuation bets across the space. But because this market is moving at lightning speed, traditional sourcing methods just don't cut it anymore. If you want to discover these early-stage startups for investment, you really have to look towards specialized incubators and active tech portfolios. The most promising vertical-specific agents are being nurtured right now in incubators that specialize purely in AI, or they're sitting squarely within the portfolios of top-tier tech VCs. That is exactly where an informed investor needs to be looking if they want to catch the next major wave before it hits the mainstream. Section 4. High-paying AI careers. AI-native companies are compressing the timeline it takes to reach millions in revenue. And this is a huge point, because these agentic, vertical-specific products are acquiring customers so incredibly fast, the companies themselves are scaling at an absolute breakneck pace. But that unprecedented speed to revenue triggers a massive operational challenge for them. It creates an urgent, desperate need to hire specialized technical and product talent just to sustain that growth. They've got the capital, they've got the revenue, and now they desperately need the people to keep the engine from blowing up. So what does that mean for you? Well, the most in-demand, high-paying roles dominating the tech job market right now require some very specific skill sets. You've got your machine learning engineers, the folks who build and tweak the core models. Then there are MLOps specialists, and honestly, think of them like the elite mechanics keeping a Formula One race car from exploding on the track. They ensure these massive AI systems actually run smoothly and efficiently out in the real world. You also have AI product managers who act as that vital bridge between complex agentic capabilities and actual human user needs. And NLP, or natural language processing engineers, who refine how these systems understand and generate human language. If you have, or if you can acquire, the skills for literally any of these roles, you are positioning yourself at the very center of the 2026 tech boom. Section 5. Your actionable AI roadmap. If you're looking to jump in, you need to know that founders just aren't using traditional job boards for this stuff anymore. They're hunting for talent in very specific, targeted places. If you want to track down these highly lucrative, open startup roles, you should be looking at Fast AI Jobs, which is specialized entirely for this industry. You should definitely be on WellFound, that's formerly known as AngelList Talent, which is a massive hub for early-stage startup hiring. And you absolutely must be monitoring the official Y Combinator job board, since YC basically breeds the next generation of AI unicorns. Consider this your actionable toolkit. You have to go exactly where the rapid scaling is happening. So it comes down to this. Are you primarily looking to invest or build a career in AI? And what exactly is your current tech background? We've explored the massive influx of funding, the huge shift to agentic AI, and this urgent ongoing demand for specialized talent. This ecosystem is evolving every single day, with AI agents preparing to automate complex multi-step workflows across literally every major industry. You know, the question isn't whether your industry will be disrupted in 2026. The real question is, will you be the one directing the agent or the one competing against it? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.
Thanks for watching.